Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is J-Man, back again with Vagabond Daily. This time I want to talk about, I want to explore a little more about, the slick, bald head. Which mine isn't too slick at the moment. I've kind of let it go. I'll get a little closer and show you. Got a little peach fuzz, I guess they would say. I know I did a video a while back about my balding hair story, and I just talked a lot about just my bald head and coming to terms with shaving it and wanting to regrow lost hair. That is impossible. I've had a ton of feedback of that, a lot of good suggestions, a lot of people telling me watch what I eat, diet wise it would help if I ate certain foods. A lot of people prescribed, well, in their own opinion, they're not doctors. A lot of people told me maybe, Procretia, which, I've had my doubts with that, with the whole sexual decrease with taking those. The effects are really exaggerated. They're really overblown. I don't know. I'm not, I'm a risk taker. I like taking risk. But that one I probably will not do. I've just come to terms with it. This is me now, and it is what it is. I'm adjusted to this. I still kind of have delusions of grandeur every once in a while, thinking that I could do hair. I was with some buddies last night and we were talking about that. I think it was this time last year. I went to Panama City. I went on vacation, and during last summer I started growing it out. Again, I had delusions of grandeur that I could do it, and I'll post a small picture right here of what I looked like, but it just wasn't what I expected it to be, especially when I got a little long. And it just, I didn't want the Donald Trump thing, where I had to comb it over, or the Hulk Hogan thing, which a buddy of mine suggested last night, that why doesn't Hulk Hogan just take the back of his hair and flip it up over his head? And I was like, that's a good idea. It would look horrible, but I mean, it's an idea nonetheless. But reason why I'm doing this video today, I'm talking about more of the shaving procedures, and I've talked about Manscaping Friday, a video about what I do, kind of to manscape, but I've let my hair grow out like this, and this is probably will be as kind of the Jason Statham, I guess, type look. I don't particularly like having this much on my head. For some strange reason, when my hair gets in this phase, it tends to itch a lot, and I don't know why. Like sometimes, like last night, today is not as bad, but last night my head was just like on fire and itching, and it only seems to get this way is when I let it grow out like this. It was just like, it was raw. It felt good to scratch it, but after a while it just felt like my head was on fire and very raw. I had my girlfriend scratch it. I had her look at it. I was like, is my head red? Like, what's wrong with it? And she goes, no, it looks fine. So something irritates me when I get into this stage of growing my hair, but I just haven't had time to shave it. But what I have here is just a wall razor. I bought this at Walgreens probably 4 or 5 years ago. It's been that good to me. I oil it up. It's a little dirty because I use it probably at least twice a week. That's about what I shave my head. But I just use this. I don't use any guard on it. When I first started shaving my head, I started putting a guard on it, and it was a little like this, but it just, I don't know, I wanted something shorter, because the thing is with my hair, when it grows out to this period, the back of my head is noticeable, where you could see, like, if you look here, like I have hair, some hair here, a little island that pops up, but as you see, it recedes in the back. And then it does the same thing, which I'll just cut the video and show you. It does the same thing in the back of my head. You can kind of see where it's balding where it's lighter, and then you see the rest of my hair. I kind of horseshoed around the back, and you know, when I start growing it out like this, I tend to see that, and when I shave it with a wall and when I have a guard on it, that tends to pop back up again, and I don't like that per se. So basically what I do, I just take this, I would record this in my bathroom, but my bathroom's really small, so I really don't have adequate space to record in there. But what I'll do, I'll just take this wall razor, no guard, as you can see, and it just plugs in. Yeah, I think I bought this for like maybe 30 bucks. But think about it this way. I've saved a lot of money on haircuts and a lot of money on like shampoo and conditioner because I don't use hardly any. So 34 bucks, one-time investment. I will have to replace this, but right now it's still good to go after like 4 or 5 years. But I bought this, Walgreens, I use it on my head, basically no guard, and I'll just go over it. Now you're thinking maybe no guard, like when I first started doing it, I thought, you know, I'm gonna chop my hair, I'm just gonna cut slashes in my head. No, actually it doesn't work like that. You can go over it perfectly, and it cuts it down to very minute detail, which I like. I have tried before, when I think I tried it once or twice. I tried shaving it all the way. So what I would do, I would use this, go over it, get it very, very fine, and then I would take a razor or electric shaver, and I would, you know, lather up my head or shave it off, or I would just take my electric shaver and go over it, and where I would have a completely bald head. Don't really like that. It doesn't work for me. I'm not saying it won't work for you, but I just don't really like it because it's just more work. It's just more time consuming when I could do this and be done. And you know, roughly it takes me probably 30 minutes to go over everything, give or take, and make sure everything, you know, because you've got to get the neckline too. Which I start here and go up, but I'll make multiple passes since I can't see the back of my head. I just judge, and apparently I do a good job of it. And I love having a little hair on there, just a little stubble. I can't pull off The Rock. Not many people can pull off completely bald heads. The Rock can do it, Vin Diesel can do it, Uncle Steve Austin, I'm naming wrestlers here. But yeah, they can do a perfectly shaved head. I cannot, just because I don't want to, and I'll get the same effect either way. People really don't notice, in my personal opinion. So I just go over this, takes about 30 minutes with the wall razor. You can pick it up pretty much anywhere. I think Walmart, Target, Walgreens will sell these. Best investment I've ever made. Because haircuts, when I was getting them, you know, when I started out as a kid, I would go to, you know, the local barber shop in my hometown, and he would cut my hair. And then eventually I got to where I would go to like stylists because I like women cutting my hair a little more. You know, you got the boobs in the face and them cutting hair. It was just a nice overall experience, and they seemed to cut it a little better than my barber ever did when I was a kid. He did a good job when I was a kid, but then I kind of evolved and went into, hey, let's go to a stylist and do it that way, which I liked it, paid a little more for it. Now I'm saving a ton of money just by this. So that's one good thing that came from a bald head, is I saved a lot of money on shampoo, conditioner, and haircuts. Another thing, this is not battery operated either, it plugs right in, which is very nice, save some money on that. But another thing that I like to talk about is when you are cutting your head, when you're shaving it, one thing I would suggest is have some sort of facial hair to kind of counterbalance it. Not many people can pull off that look. Again, The Rock can do a completely bald head and have no facial hair, and he looks fine. I cannot, because I kind of look like a dirty mole rat. So have some facial hair. When I shave my video, when I, words don't control me. When I did my video last year, talking about my bald head, I didn't have much facial hair because my dumb ass decided to shave it off And then I thought, hey, let's make a video and shave your head again, because I was going through that process. And I didn't look good at all with a shaved head and no beard. I looked rough. And I would suggest growing some sort of facial hair. If you can't grow facial hair, at least try, because you got to have something to counterbalance having nothing up here to something here. So that's why pretty much I always have a beard, or I'll have some kind of 5 o'clock stubble. I'll have something here to try to counterbalance this in the looks department. It works for me. A person I know had a very balding hairstyle, to the point it was like, why don't you just shave it and be done with it? Well, he doesn't have any facial hair, so he shaved it off, and yeah, he needs some facial hair to counterbalance. So I would suggest, if you are going to shave your head, if you're going to take the plunge and do it, which I highly suggest, I can also suggest that you probably grow some sort of facial hair. I would maybe do a beard, a goatee. Don't do sideburns, because that just looks weird with no hair and just sideburns. Strange. But grow out whatever you can with a beard or goatee. It'll make you look a lot better. But that's just kind of some tips that I wanted to talk about today. Make a short and quick video, add to the list. Take those tips with a grain of salt. It works for me. I would suggest that it would work for you when you are doing stuff with your head. And hopefully, you'll be satisfied with it like I am. So anyway, take care. Have a great day. If you get a chance, like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I love making these YouTube videos. I don't know why I'm holding this up like a mic, but I can pretend. I love making these YouTube videos. I love helping out people, and YouTube is an amazing channel to get my stuff out and, just help people and talk and converse, and yeah. So give me a like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I will talk to you later. My name is J-Man here for Vagabond Daily. Have yourself a great day. Have a great week. Yeah, all that good stuff. See ya.